In this video, we're going to showcase 10 builds that were made for different sports from the MakerPipe community. These are all made with off-the-shelf electrical conduit and MakerPipe connectors. You can use those two materials to build all kinds of cool things, just like what we're going to check out today. All of these are made with off-the-shelf electrical conduit and MakerPipe connectors, and we're specifically looking at builds related to sports because there's a lot of great ones from the community, and as the weather gets warm, you might be looking for inspiration for different things that you can put together, and there's some really great ones that we're going to check out. So this first one is from Ben. This is a backyard batting cage that they put together so their son could do some batting practice in the backyard. And this is fantastic. I think it's 35 foot by 10 foot. So it's really cool and just a really awesome place to do some batting practice. And it's a pretty great technique for making a batting cage. We've highlighted this in other batting cages in the past that you can check out on the channel if you want some inspiration for building exactly this setup or something similar. But essentially it just uses connectors like the MakerPipe four-way connector and the 90-degree connector to build a large rectangular cube. And then of course there's some bracing in there with some T connectors going across, as we can see, to add this lower rung. And then we can see on the back panel there some 45-degree connectors to add some bracing. So you can make cages like this really easily with just 3/4 inch trade size EMT conduit. It's not too expensive. It can add up if you get a lot of conduit and a lot of connectors, but it's still a lot more economical than a prefab batting cage. At least that's what we've heard from the community. So that's really cool and a great idea for you as you get ready for the baseball season and want to do some practicing. This is a great build to keep in mind. So that's really cool. Thanks so much for sharing it. Next up is a pretty cool build from Nestor. This is a Pickleball Rebounder. Essentially just made this frame and then added some wood to the front of it so they can practice, different hitting techniques and different drills for pickleball. So this is really cool. It's got this two-dimensional rectangle down here made with T connectors and then a few T connectors grabbing onto that rectangle to go up. And then that supports this kind of wooden structure at the very top that's attached to the frame with some one-hole straps, and then essentially just creates the space, like I said, so he can hit pickleballs back and forth and can hit off of them and then rebound back to them, and then doesn't really need another person, can do a lot of practicing and can do a lot of drills, which is pretty cool. And it's got a small footprint, looks like it fits in the garage really nicely. You can put it out of the way or probably even store it outside if you wanted to, but that's really cool and a really great technique for making a pretty cool thing that I think is pretty expensive if you buy a prefab version. So really awesome. Thanks so much for sharing this. Awesome job. Next up is a disc golf cart that was shared a while ago from Tim. We've seen a various number of disc golf carts in the past, and always love seeing the different customizations and things that people use for them. And this one's really cool. It's got an axle incorporated, like most of them do, and we can see there from there, just basically built off of that and added this frame. Looks like he saved some money on connectors by just flattening the conduit ends and then bolting through the conduit to kind of join pieces together. That's pretty cool. And he also used some MakerPipe connectors, like the 90-degree connector there in the corners, just to kind of join and make a three-way connection between these pieces of conduit. Use some off-the-shelf couplings to add this bent piece here that has a nice look on the front, and then as we can see, it's working great to kind of store the bag on there, and you can either strap that in place and roll it around really easily. We've seen people turn these into benches that you can sit on as you're walking around playing disc golf, so really cool, and I always love seeing the different things that you guys make with these. I just noticed here that you can take the handle out of this. Looks like you just drilled some holes in the conduit, and then it has maybe 1/2 inch EMT going down into the 3/4 inch post there, and you can slide that in and out and pretty much make a removable handle. So that's pretty awesome, and it's just really cool techniques incorporated into this, like how he saved some money by just flattening the conduit ends and joining those together there. Of course, you could use MakerPipe connectors for all those connections, but sometimes you need to save some money, and no need to overbuild it if you don't have to. So that's really cool. Thanks so much, Tim, for sharing it. Next up is a build from Gary, and this is a hockey puck cage. Essentially here, just practicing some hockey out in the driveway or this kind of back area, and essentially just built this cage that kind of sits up and around the goal so they can practice hitting the puck into the net, and they don't have to worry about it flying into the neighbor's yard or ricocheting off of something. They just got this nice tall and wide area that they can kind of use to add some peace of mind, so they don't have to worry about the puck going all over the place. And pretty simple, kind of similar to what we would see with a batting cage with some T connectors and 90-degree connectors and different things like that. So that's really cool. Then, of course, just some netting secured to the frame with some zip ties, it looks like. So really simple, but like I said, just adds a lot of peace of mind and some protection outside, and allows you to practice in a space that you might not have been able to before. So that's really cool. Thanks so much for sharing this. We love seeing it. This is a really simple golf net frame that was put together by our neighbor at the shop. Essentially, this is just a big cube. I think he found this golf net somewhere but needed a frame for it. So essentially just made this just using, I think, let's see, 2, 4, 6 90-degree connectors connectors and then a few T connectors there to pretty much just make this frame. And then as you can see, just secure the netting to the outside of it, and then has some insulation on around the conduit. And then there his son is practicing some golf, and it's working great. Nice and simple build, and is a really great thing to keep in mind if you do have access to a net for golfing, or if you're doing some batting practice or something like that. If you can find a net really cheap, you can build a custom frame really easily for that. So just keep that in mind, and this is a great build that highlights that. Thanks so much, Jason, for sharing it. Next up is a soccer goal that we actually put together and did a video on a while ago, which is really cool. It's really simple to make just using a few T connectors. You can check out that video and learn how to put it together, but essentially you're just making a couple of triangles with T connectors, and it's not too complicated, and you can get a cheap net from Amazon or maybe even locally at Academy or something like that, and it's a really great place to do some practicing at home. It's nice and sturdy, and you don't have to worry about the soccer ball hitting it and breaking it because it's metal conduit and connectors, so that's really cool and nice and simple. And of course, you can customize this for different sizes. If you want to make it larger, you can, or if you're in a limited space and you need to practice, you can make it even smaller, as we did with this one. So that's pretty cool, and definitely wanted to highlight that in case you're doing some soccer. Next up is indoor treadmill stand, which is pretty cool. Essentially just got this exercise bike, doing some training indoors, and essentially just made this stand to support a keyboard and mouse and a laptop up here, as we can see, essentially just using some of the connectors we've already highlighted, like the 90s, some T connectors here, and just made this stand, customize the dimensions so it fits really nicely above the handlebars, and it's just a great place to be able to watch some Netflix or even do some work while you're exercising, and kind of kill two birds with one stone. So that's really cool, and just a really great build, not too complicated to do, and just a great build to keep in mind as you chase those exercise goals. So thanks so much for sharing it. Awesome job. Next up is a pretty crazy build that you probably won't want to recreate, or you might want to, but just might not have the space or this exact layout, but definitely wanted to include it because it highlights how creative and custom you can get with conduit and connectors. Essentially, this is a golf bay enclosure. Kind of reminds me of Topgolf, because essentially you're up on this patio area and you can hit golf balls off of it, but they go into this enclosure that's built on this slanted back patio, or this backyard area, where essentially it's just made to kind of match the curve of the hill, has some verticals going up, and then attaches to the elevated deck here, and then has netting over it. And then you can even collect the golf balls at the bottom when they roll down in this area that he put together and kind of made sure to incorporate. It's just really cool, really fascinating. A ton of connectors, a ton of great techniques in this, and again, it's probably not something that everybody wants to recreate or has the space to recreate it, but definitely wanted to highlight it because you can make all kinds of custom stuff. If you have an idea or a dream or a specific space that you're working in, you can probably achieve it with conduit connectors, and I think this highlights that. So thanks so much for sharing it. Awesome job. Next up is a lightweight vertical mountain bike frame and rack that was put together by Robert. This is really awesome, a really great build. Just it doesn't take up a lot of space, but as you can see, does a really great job of storing a bike vertically inside of a van. This is just really fantastic. I think Dave even built a rack similar to this because he was inspired by this build, and it's really cool and has some bins incorporated into it, and it's just a really great rack to kind of keep a bike vertical and save space inside of a van, which is really helpful if you're traveling in it, if you're doing a lot of moving around and you don't want to take up a ton of space. I think this is a really great interior build that you can do to make that really easy. And just really fantastic. A lot of great techniques in this. We can see some 90-degree connectors kind of flipped over on their side to make this really narrow, kind of double pipe design. There's some bins in there to kind of go around the gear and everything like that. Don't want to damage the bike, of course. And then he's basically just strapping the bike to the frame and then kind of utilizing some of the interior structure of the van to kind of support that and hold it in place. So just really cool. A lot of great techniques in here, and it's just an awesome idea if you've got a van, or you could even use this inside if you wanted to, just put it in your garage and save some space in there. So really cool build. Thanks so much, Robert, for sharing this. Awesome job. Last but not least is another really awesome build that not everybody's going to have the space or the bandwidth to be able to recreate this, but it's really fantastic and I had to include it. This is a golf simulator room that was put together by Domenico, and as you can see here, this is crazy. It's pretty much just a full-on room that he framed out with maker pipe, added some wood to the outside, framed it out, painted it, put some lights in there, He's got, the grass on the ground, and then he's got the full setup, as we can see in the video that he shared on the Facebook group, or in the Facebook group. And it's just really amazing, really cool use of conduit connectors, something that we don't see too often, but are always blown away and always happy to see when customers are able to build something this custom and this awesome with conduit connectors. There's just a couple of simple materials that you put together with a 5mm hex wrench, and the fact that you can turn them into a whole room like this is just crazy. So that's really cool. Definitely wanted to highlight that. And a lot of great techniques in here. You can zoom in on the frame and see some of the connectors that were used. Really a lot of the ones that we've highlighted already, like the 90-degree connectors in the corners, a ton of T connectors to add all these cross supports and different frame points that the wood is mounted to. Just so much incorporated into this, and it's just really awesome. So thanks so much for sharing this, and thanks to everybody for posting your builds. All these will be linked down below if you want to check any of them out in more detail. If you have any ideas or any questions, feel free to leave those down in the comments. We'd love to hear from you. Thanks so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one.